Alqubit, IT, as an expression of art. Alqubit, IT, as an expression of art.
Hello world. I'm starting. Okay, let's start. 11th of May in the morning, right before going to work. I'm a little under pressure and I need to warm up immediately. This is my third very interesting showcase about Fairlight Live. There are few improvements, fundamental improvements that I have seen. The first is that Fairlight is working under let me just arrange here. It's working under my content creation server, Windows Server 2022 Datacenter. But I'm using very long cables, 15 meters USB, and there is a delay. My signal is going from Atem Mini into my field monitor, and this hop is around 1 frame. I'm streaming in 25 frames per second. This is 40 milliseconds at the limit that I can speak and hear my feedback, my voice back to me. And adding with 15 meters active USB cables another 53 milliseconds, it becomes around 85 90 milliseconds. I cannot talk. So I am from my laptop and everything is working. I have done here what I'm going to talk about. My discovery is that high quality USB cables are beyond essential. You have to have good cables. I got this arrived yesterday. Different length, different connectors, and this is essential. USB 3.1 Gen 1 and up. Cables are beyond essential, otherwise there are very high possibility that we will hear digital distortion, missing synchronization, and you have to have good cables. I will try to be very relatively short live production because at 8 o'clock this morning I need to go to work, and I recently joined Sereno Cybersecurity, so Alqubit is only my fun stuff to do my live production and nothing more, and doing my technical guidance. High quality USB cables, long cables, higher latency. Fairlight B2 improvements. There were issues before with scene. You know that. Let me switch here. No, I'm having a very complex thing. Let me appear here. Let me switch here. Improvements. You know that Fairlight is, you need to create the show in order to have the mixer configured and everything. And when you create the show, and you can choose Atem Mini with template and everything, and it appears here and working, and you set all your dynamics, your equalization and everything. Before there was a little issue how to save in consistent way the changes. Now it saves everything, even in too transparent way that you cannot turn back, but it is improved massively. What I have discovered with endless tests. I will go back and forth. Then it's been big discovery. Fairlight operates with one virtual Ethernet NIC, and it needs to be up and running. Do not suppress it, do not disable it. It is essential to work. This one. And it is constantly 8 kilobits per second. And what was on the Windows Server 2022, that it was, I kept written on LinkedIn exactly which driver was the issue, but it is solved. So anyways, you have to have this thing. If you have some very aggressive security software on your machine, it might not work, because this communication needs to happen, this thing. And I am having now Wi-Fi, okay, but this communication is essential to Fairlight Live in order to work. This is how it transforms the signal audio into the microphone and speaker, virtual microphone, virtual speaker, in order to elaborate entire signal chain. And this is essential. Do not disable those two. It has predetermined IP addresses 1 and 2, 172, 24, 177, 2 and 1. One is I suppose Atem Mini, and 2 is your PC, laptop, whatever it is. But this is how it works. Communication. You need to keep it up and running without filtering, without disabling. This is part of the elaboration chain. Other thing, Datacenter is working. I'm looking here. It's too. I'm under too much pressure today, and this impacts my production. How I need to do return now here. How to manage and transform sound into Windows. Do not forget, very high quality USB cables. The virtual NIC, USB virtual NIC that it creates. I had to troubleshoot it in under Windows, even to insert into the driver the MAC address in order to work. But this is my thing on my specific server. Otherwise, on the client, on Windows 11, you don't have to do anything. It works as it is. The big challenge that still persists. I have a piece of the live production directly from my Atem Mini and my super source emulation inside OBS. I hope to return sooner or later in possession of my beautiful Atem Mini Extreme that I can simplify my live production again. So returning it to the origin here. No. It will be this way today. Patience. Returning here. Returning here. When you enable Atem digital audio output, you have this one. What is happening under audio? You enable USB digital audio. This disables the built-in mixer, but what is happening? It puts in onto the microphone and turns down the levels to the minimum. Do not touch anything. It is managed by Fairlight Live. Do not touch. And into the Fairlight, I will do it somehow. I will survive. When you hear under the microphone, this has complete control. You see, his line and the levels at 0, but on the origin mixer, they are completely turned down to infinite, and it is microphone. Do not touch it. The impact that is still not solved is that if you want to live stream from its native live streaming, it doesn't operate with full elaboration chain of Fairlight Live. It still uses pieces of this thing, unfortunately. And what is happening? My channel about the music in background is working. The microphone is missing because here it is completely gone. It is turned off basically. And the live stream, native live stream from Atem Mini Pro I have in this case, it's hearing the audio, but the settings of the audio levels, it is still using those here. And you're streaming beautifully and your mic is 0, completely 0. And I have found a workaround to do the live streaming without going crazy. What I'm doing live stream. I'm recording in OBS completely beautifully. Everything is working. Everything is top of the top. H265, very high quality, and everything is doing well. Recording it locally and streaming it 10-bit to 420 to YouTube. Once I have recorded it in live streamed it, with the recording I'm connecting to port 1. And once you have connected to port 1, my recording, I'm doing the reply live streaming through Restram to LinkedIn, to Facebook, to all my social channels. What is the workaround in order to not going crazy to reconfigure everything. You only enable port 1 direct output. You have the audio completely one-to-one from input 1, and when you live stream it is one-to-one. You don't touch any control, it is bypassing everything and it works, and the live stream is correct. But you don't do any switching, any elaboration. Otherwise you need to disable completely the thing from here and reset the configuration and return without Fairlight Live. Otherwise it's native streaming. Don't operate with all the channels. Unfortunately, this is still a big issue. I hope the good people of Blackmagic solve it if it is feasible, because it might be impossible to enter into the live stream old style, old production models. I have no idea, but with let me switch here. Very apologize, this is live, and it works perfectly if you use how is my workflow now. I obviously using the USB port. I don't use recording locally hard disk. I'm doing everything through my OBS. And I was saying, with Atem Mini Pro and Extreme, I think Gen 1, Gen 2 probably it is much already integrated to very good place. And I'm watching that I need to go and I'm under super stress. With Fairlight Live, the output audio is perfect through its HDMI output. If you have your workflow elaboration chain from there, I'm going from my HDMI output going into my future monitor, and from there I'm going directly with 15 meters cable inside this beautiful OBS, and I'm using Intensity Pro. I'm capturing it Direct 7 online, limited 25 HDMI 10-bit UV, and it works perfectly. Everything is optimized and the audio is arriving absolutely one-to-one. In this way it is working. If I need to live stream in this moment contemporary for something for other system, other platform, it will not work. The live stream will not comprehend my microphone because of those settings is 0, and it doesn't operate with still doesn't operate with Fairlight Live settings. It operates with even though it is disabled, but it sees those settings, and that is why live streaming on Atem Mini Pro, and I imagine in Atem Mini Extreme Gen 1, is an issue with with Fairlight Live. It doesn't include, it still operates with this. You can do somehow a workaround, but you basically break all the beauty of the Fairlight Live. If you reset your setting, in order this is turned to 0 by Fairlight Live in automatically. If you reset your startup state and power cycle data and connect it immediately, it will have here its level of the microphone and it will be streaming. But it's not to do it. It basically is not reliable. It can change at any times because Fairlight can push its to force these settings to 0 again. And another thing that I want to include that I have to go is the setting of high availability. What I was thinking at the beginning, and Gemini artificial intelligence was supporting this configuration, is to configure connecting the USB hub to Atem Mini. Doesn't work. It cannot be done. You connect the USB cable, good quality, to Fairlight. And one of the Fairlight, let's say you want to create a high availability, reliable solution. If one crashes, you start with the other. You set the one primary and connect it. And you have to set this thing. Use backup engine, and I haven't super validated, but I have inserted it because I have done different on the secondary machine. You turn here the secondary IP address and you connect it, and you have one-to-one USB, and it works. It's starting working. The other thing, I'm opening here, let's say my content creation server can do the secondary. You connect, it is opening here. It's not switch detected because I don't have on the Atem Mini Extreme Gen 1 and Gen 2 as well. It is written into the manual. You can use 2 USB connections and both will work in order to have 2 Fairlight, one primary, one secondary. And you here need to configure it. This is primary. Now I will Failsafe. And this is 40 pin XY. Save. And what it will do. I hope not to crash completely. It needs to start. I'm not super sure that it will start working because of the local firewall that eventually I need to insert the rule to operate the Fairlight exclusion and everything. You need to do it. Yes. In order to have fail-safe connection, you have no USB hubs. You need to connect from Extreme two USB connections to two Fairlight Live PCs. Loading from primary connected. I'm having basically now the fail-safe connection, and you see this is fail-safe, and I can operate completely. Look at the faders. I will move one fader here, generic. It is moving one-to-one into the fail-safe connection. It replicates everything. Your settings, your dynamics, and everything is constantly operating, but it is not active. Once the primary is crashing, that is this one here. Once the primary hypothetically is crashing, I left live. If this crashes, I have to go like crazy. If the primary is crashing, you start from the secondary and it works, but you basically disconnect the primary, and this is completely one-to-one primary connected. I'm on the primary connected. It is syncing. What I can do with Atem Mini Pro, I can do this setting and it operates end-to-end. I can unplug and it takes around 15 seconds to restart the live stream audio. Unplug from the primary machine, plug into the secondary failsafe, and it starts for the majority of the cases with only what it synchronizes, but it is digital. Not every time is perfect. It operates, for example, only with one channel. You have to close basically Fairlight Live, the program, reopen it, and it syncs again perfectly, and everything is working. And basically into 15 seconds, you can switch with only one Atem Mini Pro and have again all the settings are live from the secondary machine. And this is how it's working. And this is everything I need to go. I hope it is useful. Hope it is will be appreciated. It's too push it. I will never do another way before going to work live production. But this is briefly how it's going. MIDI audio console is working perfectly. I have X-Touch Compact and it works completely. Let me move one thing. You see, I'm moving from X-Touch, and it is going into the primary laptop, and this is the secondary. So it is real time. Everything is constantly synchronized. and it works absolutely very well. And the other thing that I wanted to bypass workaround, I have set, put direct connect from input 1, that is the retimer in Atem Mini Pro. Retimer port 1 and port 2, input 1 and 2 into Extreme, and you need to configure specifically port 1 direct or port 2 direct. Do not forget that under Extreme, port 1 direct has always the precedence. You need to disable the port 1 direct in order to start the port 1 direct from 2. And the peculiarities about the live streaming that don't operate yet with the complete live Fairlight live signal. It still uses the pieces, the settings, the levels of the this input level. It operates with this one, not on the Fairlight Live. And this is everything. I want to close here. I will not do outro. Thank you very much. We will see soon again with some other live production. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. To the next one. Bye. And I hope to do other good thing. I'm totally in and super motivated to do my series of videos about masterclass about TCP/IP and Ethernet. Very deep dive, very extreme. It will be only for those who understand it. So, bye bye. We will see you soon again.